Hello guys, in the video REST API CRUD, create resource with GUI validation, we looked at how to validate a post request, create a resource in a database, and return validation errors to a user, if any. In this video, we will look at how to update a resource using put method and validation. Compared to creation, updating of a resource has its own small nuances. So let's get started. First, as usual, let's create a put method under v1 travels ID in OpenAPI file. Put method will have a required parameter ID, type of string. It will have a required request body, update travel body, and will return an updated travel with OK 200 status. Now let's go ahead and create update travel body under components, request bodies. None of the properties will be required, however, at least one of them should be present. Next, let's go to routes, travels, and index.ts file. We will create travels.put method to handle update travels requests. We will use validate request middleware with update travel schema and use update travel function from the controller for processing the request. Let's go to controller.ts file and create update travel function. We will instantiate travel repository and use update method to update travel. We will pass rec params.id and rec body into the update travel method. The output of the update method will be passed into the instantiated travel resource. We will return travel resource item with status 200 back to the user. If there is an error, we will pass it to the error handler using next function. In base repository.ts file, we're going to create update method. In the update method, first we will try to fetch a travel instance by primary key. If there is no instance is null, we will return it. The resource will create a not found error and return it to the user. If instance exists, we will update it passing the body. Only fields that are in the body will be updated. Now we have to make sure only valid fields are passed to the body. In the middleware folder, request schemas, let's create update travel schema. As you can see, none of the fields are required. However, at least one of them should be present. We will achieve that with Joy's OR method. Since we're going to reuse the same code for validation errors for put travels request, this is all the code we need. Let's go ahead and test it. Let's go ahead and run yarn dev to start the server. Now let's go ahead to OpenAPI.yaml file and open the Swagger documentation. I'm gonna go to get travels and we click try it out and hit execute. Now you can see we got some travels here. We can select one of the ID. Now let's go ahead and go to the update travel method. We're going to click try it out and paste the copied ID. We can put name. Let's say we want to say my updated travel. Let's go ahead and click execute. And as we can see, we got the response with a travel and it says my updated travel. Now let's go ahead and leave only description field and remove all the other fields. And here we will put this is my updated travel. Let's click execute and we can see the description changed to this is my updated travel. Let's go ahead and remove description field completely. We'll hit execute. And as you can see, we got a validation error that the message value must contain at least one of name, description, number of days, or is public. Now let's go ahead and put some random property in the JSON. Let's call it hello world and click execute again. And we got again a validation error. It's going to say that hello is not allowed. Value must contain at least one of the name, description, number of days, or is public. It seems like our code and validation is working. This is how you create put request and validate it in Node.js API. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video.